This is ITV News with Steve Scott.
Good evening. The row between Spain and the UK over the disputed waters off Gibraltar escalated today when the Royal Navy was forced to repel a flotilla of Spanish fishing boats. The standoff took place after the fishermen protested close to an artificial reef, which is at the centre of a diplomatic row between Britain and Spain. The Spanish say it restricts their right to fish. Gibraltar says they shouldn't be fishing there anyway. From Gibraltar, here's our Europe correspondent, Emma Murphy.
In Spanish waters, a British warship, a frigate and two vessels from the Royal Fleet Auxiliary are also on the move. Their journey's part of a long-planned exercise, we're told, but the symbolism is clear as the UK and Spain indulge in one of their fiercest spats for years. A political row this may be, but those who claim to be affected by the dispute over Gibraltar's waters took their anger to sea this morning. Spanish fishermen manoeuvring between police boats from Gibraltar and Spain, circled by military craft from the Royal Navy. After an hour of being pushed back by the authorities, they turned around. They're protesting about what lies beneath the waves here, a concrete reef near the coast of Gibraltar. The authorities in Gibraltar insist the Spanish fishermen shouldn't be trawling in their waters, that they put the reef there in order to protect fish stocks. But that's infuriated fishermen like Oscar Santos. If my boat is stopped here, I lose a lot of money every day, he says. It's a feeling shared by many of his colleagues. It's not an official response, but the Spanish government have introduced extra checks at the Spain-Gibraltar border, causing long delays. And the UK government think that breaks EU law. Rows over Gibraltar between the UK and Spain stretch back hundreds of years. But age has not slowed the pace this latest dispute is escalating at.
So, Eva, what impact will these Royal Navy ships arriving in Gibraltar tomorrow have, do you think?
Well, it's certainly not going to take the heat out of the situation. The British government insists that this is very much a pre-planned operation, part of Operation Cougar 13 that's gone on for 3 years in these waters. But there is a real upping of the rhetoric going on here. Gibraltar says that it will not remove this reef until hell freezes over. And of course, the Spanish are now saying that they want to take the UK to the United Nations over this dispute, whilst at the same time David Cameron has spoken to the European Commission and says that he's considering legal action in the European courts because he believes these actions to be a breach of the movement rights of people within the European Union. All this is quite staggering when you think that Spain and the UK are allies both in the EU and in NATO. And for all this might seem like a very big political spat over not a huge amount, you have to remember just how much is at stake here. Spain do have the power to close the border. That would have a very significant impact on the lives of people here in Gibraltar and also on the Spanish workers who come here seeking employment every single day.
Emma Murphy in Gibraltar, thank you very much.